everyone, welcome to our video for today. So let's get started. So as you can see, I have this Tim Holtz stencil actually taped down to my card, and I'm using post-it tape, so that way I can keep it down and keep the back of my card clean, because I'm actually doing a one layer card this week. And I'm using the Seedless Preserves Tim Holtz Distress ink, and I'm coloring in the stencil with that. And this stencil is actually smaller than my actual card side, so what you're going to actually see here is after I'm done filling everything in, I'm actually going to take the tape off and move the stencil down and continue coloring in this pattern, because the focal point for our card today is actually going to go right through the center of the card, so there being a line or something that isn't meeting up necessarily isn't going to matter as much, because we have that piece going across. So I just taped it back down again using the same post-it tape, and I'm using my distress tool again to just get the last little section of the front of the card. Now, I do want to warn you, whenever you're using distress inks, they can come off on your fingers because they're very, blendable, and just be careful. If you're someone who has a fear of getting their hands dirty, you might want to, wear gloves or something, but it doesn't bother me. So, as you can see right now, I'm taking it off of my work surface and taking off the post-it tape, and so the back of the card is still clean. And here's the front. Now you can see here the line where I moved the stencil to put on my last bit, but the focal point is going right over the top, so you can't even tell a difference that there was a line there. Now on the back here I have just some foam tape just to give the focal point a little bit of a lift off the front of the card. And then I turn it over, and it's easier to trim down if you have pieces that are hanging off the side of the card from the back. So I turned it upside down. I'm using my scissors to just trim it to make sure that it's nice and even. And there you have it. There's the front of the card. Now, while I was doing the video, of course I'm looking at it and I'm thinking, I'm missing something. There seems like there should be something else on top of the card. So I decided to take the stencil back out, and I just put it on the corner and decided that I would just hit it with what was left on my foam applicator. So I didn't re-ink, I just used what was left on there just to give a little bit of a focal point right on the corner of the focal point strip there to tie it in with the rest of the card. And then I decided to do a small piece up at the top here. And it was perfect until I had a little smudge off the side of my stencil. So I'm looking at it. Obviously we gotta fix that. So I go into my stash and I find these flowers from the Michaels store, and it comes in 3 different shades, so I just took one of each of the colors, and I'm just using the pop dots to adhere it down to my card. Not pop dots, they're mini dots, mini glue dots. So I'm just putting that down, because I don't know if you guys have any troubles, but for some reason taking those flowers off is always difficult for me, and I wind up leaving the piece that's supposed to be glued to the card on the paper that I'm taking it off of. So I just use glue dots, and then boom, our card is done. I really like this one. I think it's elegant, but it's also, very personable. Well, thank you guys for joining me today. Make sure that you guys subscribe and like this card. If you like this technique, if you want to see more stencil work, just leave a comment below, and I'll be, glad to do some more videos and maybe focus on trying some other techniques with it, okay? So thank you guys, and have a great day. Bye.